Hello. It's Tuesday, the 24th of June, 2025. Welcome to the channel, The Fifth Guardian. I'm your host, Tony Hunt, where today I'll be player of games, and I'm feeling a lot better now. But as always, it's not my story. It's not your story. Today's story is all about competing in multiple series of mostly motorsports, part 12, and in addition, the flashback event, we'll get onto that, of Interlagos Interlude, of which this will also be part one of that event. So, yeah, last week of the release, and all of a sudden we've got loads to do. Yoko says, "Hello, how are you feeling? Are you feeling any better than last week?" Yes, thank you very much. I am feeling so much better than last week. Almost 100%. Not quite, but definitely well on the way to being there. Thank you very much for asking. White Pro 7108 says, "Hello, hello, White Pro." And Lord Night Moon enters the chat as well and says, "Hello, hello." Right. I mean, where do we begin? Um, yeah, so they updated the game last night, and we have a flashback event, which apparently isn't available for anyone that spent money to get this early. Oh, how funny is that? Um, but for us people that didn't purchase it, we've got the opportunity of doing the event as a flashback event. And because we've not done it before, we can earn 100 gold and 175,000 M dollars result. But I'm not going to start there first. We'll come on to that a little bit later. Um, it is a Tuesday, and the Tuesday means new weekly time trial and new multi online multiplayer tournament. Not me says, bro, did you despawn last week? I don't know what you mean by that, but um, I was just ill, man. I was so under the weather. I was in no fit state to do a live stream, that's for sure. There was a few bits I could do, but definitely not a live stream. But I'm back now. I'm back now. So everybody's happy, hopefully. Not me says, this event is good. You will get 60 GC plus just for completing this event. Well, it's telling me 100. So if I don't get 100, I'm going to be very disappointed. But yeah, I mean that's good. I mean, do you know what's so interesting? Because it's a late entrance. What you don't get is any flashback, any VP rewards, which again is fine. That's not a problem. There's nothing to be earned anyway if everyone's completed everything up to this point. Um, but we'll get onto that. We'll focus first on time trial, which is a bit. This one's a bit weird. So the McLaren MP4/4 would have been the car on sale. I believe it's 35%, might be a bit more, can't remember. But as you see there, I've already got that fully upgraded. However, looking at the leaderboard, it definitely doesn't look like that's the best car to use. It looks like the Nissan GTR LM Nismo 2015 is. And also looking at all the guys in my team, none of them are using the McLaren MP4/4, which is a bit of a shame. I mean, yeah, that is well weird. We'll have a go at all three. So basically, that car would have been an offer. There are plenty of things to do in it. Um, So if you haven't upgraded it, it might be worthwhile doing. And I'll just go through as to why. There are effectively three series this car is in if you fully upgrade it. So plenty of gold potentially to get back. But it won't be cheap. So you do need to bear that in mind. And it is the last week of this release. So me, I'm in a gold harvesting mode. So I won't be spending any gold on upgrades. So that's the weekly time trial. We'll get onto that shortly. And obviously we've got a new online multiplayer tournament. A strange selection of cars, of which the one with the discounted upgrades is the Ford Shelby GT350R. Is it worthwhile doing? Well, let's go into. Let's not go into the world into the garage. What happened there? Did I not? Maybe I should have done that. Let's try now. There we go. Right. So immediately, no exclusive series, but quite a lot of other series to have a go at. Let's start with Expert. So for me, I've already fully upgraded it. It is the best car there. So if you have got the car but you haven't got it fully upgraded, there might be an opportunity in this series to take it up to 100%, applying some upgrades. You can see there it looks like I've done it just by applying 22 out of 29 upgrades, and that completes that series. Series 2, also fully upgraded. It isn't the top car, so straight away its appeal isn't particularly great. Third series this car is in, again, it's the middle car, so it's not going to complete that series. Oh, I just messed up there. I think it was that one. Let's go back there and then come back out. Let's go to the fourth series, All Out Attack, also fully upgraded. And this time it's the bottom. So it's not going to get very far. So there's only one series the car can complete as the top car. I'm sure that will be the same for the bottom, Road Revolutions. Yeah, there we go. It's the second car that time. So, yeah. Shows potential, that car, but not a lot to be had, I'm afraid. Nevertheless, we can do a little bit of online multiplayer racing. It does look I'm going to have another week where I don't score highly in this tournament, but it happens sometimes. So, Melvin Lee says, I don't have the F1 Volante car. You don't have the F1 Volante car? How has that happened? Melvin Lee, what have you been doing? How have you managed that? Not me ask, how much is it to max the 499p? Well, probably expensive. If I was you, I'd wait until, fingers crossed, there might be a discount. In fact, I'm pretty sure there's already been the opportunity to purchase discounted upgrades, but I missed that opportunity. And Not me says, is that GT350 official livery? I believe so. I believe so. It looks like there's quite a few of them, of which I'm not going to spend any because it's going to cost me gold. Oh, so apparently I have the red one. What do you guys think? Do you prefer the blue Lego one? I like the Lego one. Let's leave the Lego one on. So I suspect it isn't official. Well, I don't know, maybe. Lego Technique, is that likely to be official? I don't think so, really, but it's on. Right. Okay. So where do we start? Because we do actually have quite a lot of racing to do today. So the Interlagos will be the last thing we do. It'll be what we finish off with. But let's start with the stuff that we won't immediately earn any gold. So let's give the McLaren a go. I may regret this because I don't get on with this car. But let's see how we get on. It's one of those cars that when you slow in the corners, you just lose the back end. But it does slow down very quickly. I'm not really getting the racing line here. Don't worry too much about it. I'm doing one of these and then I'm going on to the Dizmo. No, I think that's nowhere near where I need to be. I'm pretty sure I can do a 109, something like that. Not in this car, possibly. There we go, only up to G. 75%, so again, oof. Definitely seems to be the wrong car. Which is a shame. Shame. Some VP earned. Leave that there. Right, let's do the Nismo. Let's see how we get on with this car. A 115 is what I've got to be. Oh. Oh dear. I need to do a lot better than that now, don't I? Let's try that again. Now remember, I'm also on 0 steering assist, so that's not being offered as an excuse. I don't know what happened there. I need to brake for now. Oh, oh dear. Right. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. Look at that. Second up already. Okay. There we go. Just got to be careful on the braking points on this car. Sorry, braking zones. That's better. Oh, Tony lad. You went off track. Oh, and again. We'll come back to this. Look at that, I would have been 5.5 seconds quicker. So let's have a look where that would have put me realistically. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. It is going to take a bit of time for me to get used to the 0 uh, assists on steering. But good week to be doing it. So I would have not 5.5 seconds. I'd have been in the 109s. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. Right. So that wasn't a brilliant start. Let's do the online tournament. Nürburgring. Now again, I've got to be careful because I have got literally no assists on. So I probably should not worry too much about pushing too hard and just focus on gliding around the track at this moment in time. So Eloise says, did you do the Valente yet? No, it will be towards the end of the stream. Managed to get into first somehow. I think that's more to do with the PR of the car than my driving. I am struggling a bit still with the turns. But we'll get there. Two people have now left the race. Three times I've lost it at that little corner there. I'm still in first place though. So I think what I'll do here is I'll just make sure I've got at least 4 gold on the board. And again. See, here we go. We're going to go well. We're going to go well. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. Remember, you're gliding, not racing. Right, there we go. I'll be waiting a while because that guy was just starting his last lap. So Melvin Lee says, the fifth Guardian, I don't want to get the F1 Volante car. Well, why not? Lord Night Moon has just put the cost is 32 gold Volante, an easy event. Well, yeah, even easy if you've already got it. And also there's series to complete as well. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Well, for me anyway. Right, each to their own. That's entirely up to you if you don't want to do it. So Eloise said, why choose no steering assist? Well, what I was testing out last week was endless endurance. And what I found is with steering assist on, if you were cutting corners, steering assist would try to guide you back onto the track. And it did cost seconds. Whereas if you turn steering assist off, there's none of that going on, obviously, because there's no assist. Yeah, so that's why I've done it. But at the moment, I'm not quite good enough with the steering assist set to 0, having no steering assist. So to balance that out, I've just made the steering sensitivity just a little bit more sensitive. So I moved it from 2 up until 5. It'll take a few weeks, maybe months, but slowly but surely I'll be moving that sensitivity back down. But we'll leave it where it is at the moment. So White Pro 7108 says a few days ago I completed Speed Rush TV and I got a free Audi R8 V10 Spider. Now I believe that is the car in which I did attempt and achieved an endless endurance on. So yeah. So Melvin Lee has seconded. He's gone, okay, I get the F1 Volante car. Good, well done. So Not Me says, perpetual endurance at which track? Well, let's have a look. Let's just see what we've got here. I think we'll just do one today because there is quite a bit to go through. And obviously, at the moment, there's loads of questions. So might be lots of stuff. There we go. We're on 4. We should be able to get up to 5 at some point during the week. We're not worried too much about that. So I went to Road Collection, into exclusive. I did one of the ones that I've completed. Down the bottom somewhere. Here we go. No, it's not that Audi. Can we see it? There we go. The Audi R8 LMS Ultra. Yeah, there we go. I was doing Tier 16, the Porsche test track on road circuit, the short circuit, and yeah, it was then that I realised, oh, that's why you need to turn steering assist off. So I did, and it did make a difference. Right, what are we doing next? What are we doing next? Well, I'm going to spend just a small bit of M dollars because now we're in gold earning mode. We're going to go to Track Masters and we're going to go into a legacy of performance, which is the series that has the Audi A5 Touring 2012, which I won the other day. You'll see there the series is at 23%. We'll kick off with an autocross. Now, there might be some mistakes because, as I said, I've turned steering assists off. So come join the fun. Come join the fun. Definitely feels more responsive than what the Shelby just did. That was so close. 56 seconds. I think we're going to be all right. There we go. Now, if I have earned my gold, we'll move on. So Not Me has put man, where do I begin with you lot, eh? Eloise says driving backwards and no steering assist is a whole nother level. Yes, I'm sure it is. You'll not be getting that on this channel. But yeah, good call. Not Me says try the Senna GTR at Silverstone International Circuit instead of R8 at the Porsche track. Well, I'll build up to do them all eventually, but you know, it's just a bit of practice in the background at the moment. White Pro says I'm used to no assist controls. Yeah, and give me a couple of months, and I will be as well. Not Me says that is harder, but has a huge pay. I guess they're on about this Senna GTR. Well, yeah, I wouldn't argue. My view is, again, start low and then slowly but surely get to the harder ones. Um, so, you know, we'll get there. Right. I don't want to use too much M dollars because obviously there is a cap, and the Interlagos Interlude requires M dollars not to spend, to earn. So if I've hit 25%, I'll leave that one there. There we go, 10 gold. So it is all about gold harvesting this week. Okay, so we're going to leave that there just for the moment. Might come back to it. We'll see. And if not, we'll be coming back to it on Monday. Monday is the next year I will be seeing that car. Right. Also now, Intero Collection, we've got 2 exclusive series. They're both at 24%, so I only need to do 1 race in each to get them over 25%. And I think at this moment in time, I probably will just do 1 race because I think everybody's waiting for the Interlagos Interlude, so we will be moving on to that. So what am I going to do? I think what I'm going to focus on are the elimination events for each car. Now, the McLaren P1, as nice a car as it is, it's a bit of a bugger to drive. It's not the nicest car to drive. It looks really nice and beautiful. That being said, it's still a million times better than the Speedtail. And unfortunately for me, this is one of those worst tracks. You can see I'm struggling at the moment with the steering, but we'll get there. We'll get there. And then once we've done a bit of Interlagos, we'll go back to the weekly time trial and see if we can actually set a better time. I reckon I can knock 6 seconds, go down to the 109 flats. So this is all about earning me gold. That's not going to work very well, is it? Find myself back in 3rd place. Rushing now, possibility of making more errors. Might have to do another one. Oh well, 3rd it is. Whoops. So Not Me says, what makes it better to do cup first or small events first? I have 6 exclusive series to complete. Well, I've changed my mind on this. I used to do the quick events first. So like the speed snap, the autocross and the drag race. So typically you could get up to 25% spending very, very little time. but then you've got all the big races to do. So I've sort of changed my angle on that. So what I tend to start off with now is I'll do take the iPad into an offline mode, and I'll get the Hunter events out the way, and I'll then do some of the cups until I've run out of durability. And with the car having 0 durability, still with the iPad in an offline mode, I'll then do the endurance and then take it as close up to 25%. Then I do my live stream, do some of the medium races, in this case elimination, still only 24%, so we'll find another elimination. And then I go back to doing the cups up to 50%. And typically what I find is once you've done all the cups, by the time you've got to almost 75%, if you avoid doing the short races, it usually means you can do both 75% and 100% by just completing those short races. So even though it's harder to get to the first reward, it's so much more rewarding doing the 75% and the 100%, which pay so much more when all you've got to do are the quick races. So yeah, I've changed my mind on that. I used to do the quick races first, and now save them till the last. If that makes sense. Okay, let's see if I can get first this time. Now, unfortunately, I didn't do a live stream while the McLaren P1 was available with discounted upgrades. So I'll just do a quick overview now as I'm racing it. I only had 2 upgrades to apply. So with a 35% discount, I believe those 2 upgrades to fully upgrade the car would have cost me, or did cost me, 209 gold. And the exclusive series this car is in returns 100 gold. So that's an overall cost of only 109 gold. So I thought that was worthwhile doing. And so I did it. In addition, I have got into Group C for last week's weekly time trial. I'm not sure where I'm going to end up this week, because yeah, I don't have a fully upgraded car. I have a fully upgraded McLaren MP4/4, but that's not the fastest car, unfortunately. Look at this, I'm struggling again. I'm going to end up finishing second. Nevertheless, that is still enough, I think, to take me to 25% and earn a sufficient amount of gold. Triple H enters the chat, says, "Sup, Tony? Welcome along. Good to see you again. Thanks for watching. Thanks for saying hi in the chat." You joined just in time, because I will be starting the Interlagos Interlude Flashback, allegedly, in probably about 10 to 15 minutes time. There we go. 10 gold earned. We'll leave that one there. We'll move on to the Ford GT Le Mans. Now this is a good paying exclusive series. Look at that. 175 in total. We'll do the same again. We'll start off with an elimination. Hopefully I'll just need the 1 this time. But yeah, you see there, I've struggled with the McLaren P1 normally. It's not just a steering assist issue. So hopefully I'll be a bit better with this one. I've kind of got on with this car. Obviously I was racing it last night. Also with the steering assists on 0. Yeah, you see, look, I can just get on with this car so much better. He says as he goes off track. Need to be catching these guys though. Use the grass there to slow down because there's a bit where I was going to go flying off there. Okay, I'm catching these guys slowly. There we go. Second, just got to stay there. I'm not entirely convinced I'm going to get first. I'm going to say no. Nevertheless, good enough to get to 25%, so we'll make do with that for today in that particular exclusive series. That's 15 gold. That does take me over 1,200 gold to 1,201 gold and leads up to the main event. Though I might have another go with the weekly time trial if we've got some tokens earned. There we go, 15 gold. Thank you very much. 1,201. We'll leave that there for now. Right. Okay. Don't go off track. Remember when to brake. Don't go off track. He said doing his best to go off track. Ooh, and again. Okay. Wow. 8 seconds quicker. 107. So, I can do 109. Did a 107. I have no idea where that's put me. Only E. Oh dear. So I can obviously go a lot quicker. Second in my team. Four seconds, 4.5 seconds away from getting into Group D. Whew. So Melvin Lee says, the fifth Guardian, do you think Toyota GR0100 hybrid should be added into the game? Yeah, I mean, you're quite big on Le Mans. I'm not that bothered. I just want to see. To be fair, I'd rather see road collection cars added. I want to see cars in road collection. This is for me, unless they alternate. Say, for example, they do a month of motorsports and then a month of road collection. That's fine. But I'm not that bothered. I'm not that bothered. What else we got? White Pro says I have not on. Have I already read that one? I have 91% progress on Marquee World Championship. It can be found in Road Collection Expert. Okay, very good. Keep on going. And Fan Gaming enters the chat and says hello. Hello back. Welcome along. Right, okay. I think we're ready for a bit of whatever Interlagos Interlude is. So my understanding, and this does make me laugh. Imagine if you spent £9.99 or $9.99 or whatever your currency is in terms of sort of 10, a unit of 10 spent on an early purchase, an early exclusive. Well, it never said it was exclusive. It just said it was an early purchase. And then they update the game last night, and it's down as a flashback. You think, oh, okay, that's fine. I'll just play it again. Well, if you already bought it, apparently you can't play it. Ouch. Ouch. That's a bit of a mess up. So this is a 5-day event. So I'm assuming there'll be 5 stages. I haven't done it on its own because it came up at the last minute, and we're running out of days until the next release. And as you see there, I've still got Perseverance to do, and the Chevrolet Corvette, the Chevrolet Corvette C7R Limited Series, which comes out tomorrow. So if I don't complete the Interlagos Interlude today, possibility that will be the case, then it will share the space in tomorrow's stream with the Chevrolet Corvette C7.R Limited Series. And you might be wondering, well, how come you're not going to do it in one go? Well, I have this limit, whereas if I hit the end dollar cap, I stop racing motorsports. Simple as. Right, let's go. I'm not going to read all the comments out though, because my voice still isn't perfect. So stage 1 is practice. Blah 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 blah. There we go. Goal to achieve in stage 1. There are 4. So again, let's get on with it. And as you can see there, A, I already own the Volante, and B, it's fully upgraded. And I think I fully upgraded it without a discount, because overall this car doesn't cost a great deal. And I think it was the time when there was it was either a weekly time trial or it was a multiplayer tournament. And I just thought this was the cheapest option available of getting a Formula One car from 2024 series fully upgraded. So yeah, that's what I did. Plus also by upgrading this car, it doesn't give you loads of gold, but it opens up an exclusive series that this car is in as well. So yeah, bear that in mind. Now, if there's a circuit I'm not overly familiar with, because it's not in many series, it is the Brazilian Grand Prix. So let's give it a go. It's going to take me a while again to remember it. I probably don't need to even worry about it because I've got the car fully upgraded. So I'll just take my time. used to it again. Also bear in mind, as I keep saying, no steering assist, so I'm going to find this a little bit harder than I would normally. Oh, there you go. There's a classic example of steering too early now. Oh. Might be a fun evening. But hey, if they're going to pay me gold, I don't mind. Yeah, it's going to take me a long time to get used to this track again. Oh, it's good. Hey, there we go. That is goal 1 completed. So, Not Me asks, bro, do you think that the newer track would be added to the main Legend series? I think it will depend. I mean, the thing about the new track, as in, I guess you're talking about Sebring, is it's more of a motorsports track. Now, there are, technically speaking, it's all a bit weird. There are some motorsports series in Legends, specifically Endurance Legends is what I'm thinking of. But they don't tend to go back and retrofit new tracks into old series. They very rarely do that. So I'm going to say I don't think that's going to happen. Which is a bit of a shame because that's normally a good way of it's a good way of practicing and getting familiar with the new tracks. I mean, do anyone actually remember Monaco when that was added to the game? Hasn't been seen for years now. Okay, so that was goal 1 complete. So goal 2, that was a solid run out there. No, it wasn't. We've set up a new set of tyres. Let's warm them up a bit. Okay. Warm up your tyres to 100%. Ooh, I guess I've got to hit 100% before I finish the track. The lap, sorry. Almost up. Other than going off there, I already feel that was a better lap than goal 1. Imagine paying for this, and they are the first 2 goals. It's a bit cheeky, isn't it? Not Me says, bye mate, this event is very easy. You can complete it. I'm sure I can. And says, have a lovely day. You too, sir. Catch you later. Yeah, I'd be really disappointed if I'd have paid 10 quid for this. Which is obviously, that's why I didn't. Okay, what we've got next? More talky stuff. Right, goal 3. Now that we have more grip, let's push the engine to its limits. Finish the lap with an average speed of 125 miles per hour. You'll notice there it has only given me 3 hours worth of free and instant servicing. Well, let's see how we get on. Oh, the old days when Perez was around. Now you just don't know who will be Verstappen's second seat. Changes almost every race. Well, I guess I don't have to worry about going off track. Just as well. Whoops, David. And again. And again. And again. Again though. Single lap. That's shocking. I think that's shocking. So my advice is never purchase the early access stuff. Okay, so that is goal 3 completed. Excellent stuff. The car looks in good condition. More torquey. Finish in the race top 10. And do you know what? They've not even got good English. Finish the race in the top 10. Got 2 laps. Finish the race in top 10. We're 11. And now we're 10. Don't need to worry about overtaking anyone else. So I won't. Alonso's getting a bit frisky there. So slipstream Hamilton, because that happens daily. Daily activity in life. Thank you very much for the subscription, very much appreciated. I must be close now to almost 400 subscribers, that's not bad at all. So yeah, just take it easy, I only need to finish 10. So my new attitude on these events is if they say finish at least 10, don't finish higher than 8. In fact, I might even, gotta be careful with this, letting Alonso by. Might not, I'll stay in 9th, I think. show from Hamilton again. Here we go. Massey Edge Gamer says hello. Welcome along, sir. Thank you very much for subscribing. Says, I've got to level 19. My nickname is Soggy Jewel 25 or 6. Okay. Well, welcome along. Thank you very much for subscribing. Thank you for saying hello and commenting in the chat. Herbal Baz says, yo, hello, man. It's Valente night. It's Valente right. Yes, it is, sir. Yes, it is indeed. It's a bit of a freebie, really, if you've already got it. And if you haven't, it's not going to cost a great deal. And it'll open up at least one series, possibly two. Right, okay. Let's have a look at how we're doing. So that is stage 1 fully completed. Apparently we're going to get some gold. Look at that, 10 gold already. 15,000 M dollars. There we go. So on to stage 2. There'll be more talking. We'll move out of the talking stuff. So stage 2 is also 4 goals. My gold does sit at 1,211. Massier says, do you find me maybe? Probably not right now, to be fair. And Herbal Bass says, I forgot doing that event. Did you? Well, to be fair, it wasn't available before unless you'd purchased it as an early access event, and I would recommend not doing that. And now the dividends is you get it for free and you just get 100 gold if you complete the racing. I feel sorry for the people that did invest in early access, but what can you say? What can you do? Right, so stage 2 called practice, 4 goals. Goal 1, let's start with building up speed. I want you to tailgate for 30 seconds without any damage to the car. Alright, should be able to do that. That's all I've got to do. Nice and easy. That's it. Nothing else required. Let's just finish the lap cleanly. Stay in 6, we're in 6, we'll stay in 6. There we go, that's it. That's it. Goal 1 completed. Herbal Bass says Interlagos is a good Grand Prix circuit because of Ayrton Senna. Well, I'm sure it's not just because of him, but yeah. It's an intriguing circuit. It's an intriguing circuit. I'll give it that. Right, goal 1 completed. On to goal 2. Lots of talking. I'm not even going to read that. Let's just have a look at what the summary says. Okay, so the summary says, place 10th position with degrading tyres without going off track for more than 3 seconds. Right, and where are we starting? 15th. Okay. So it's probably best to make those places up sooner rather than later, because the degrading tyres will make it hard to overtake. I can already see 13, 12 and 11, so... Oh, and 10, that's all we need, those 3 cars. I can't go off track. There we go. So I won't overtake Ninth, but I will make sure I'm right on the tail of Ninth. Finish place at 10th position. It says 10th only as well. With degrading tyres, yep. Without going off track for more than 3 seconds. Okay. Let's see what we can do. One more lap to go. We're in the right position. We haven't gone off track. Let's not mess things up. Go. 35% left on the tyres. Good enough to win. All right, there we go. That is I think goal 2 completed. Do you know what? Maybe I will do it in one go. $45,500 is all I've earned so far today. So I've said part 1. Maybe we will do it in one go. Okay, more talk. Hit a top speed of 190 miles per hour 2 times without going off track and finish 5th. Okay. So there's an obvious place where you can hit 190 miles per hour. So, and I've got to hit 5th as well. That's once. Oh man, what are you doing? He was a bit aggressive there, and again. Without off track. 2 times we went off track. Oof. Pretty sure I went off track there. I'm not sure I'm going to get 5th at this rate. Oh, there you go. Okay. Isn't that weird how the cars have slowed down? I've already caught 2 already. Ooh. I would say it's touch and go to get into 5th at the moment, but that's only because of my bad driving. But we'll get there. Oh, there we go. 7 and 6. Oh, and there's 5th just ahead. Get him. There we go. Hit 190 miles per hour twice and am in 5th. There we go. Job done. Job done. Only 10,000 M dollars earned. I really do think I'm going to do this in one sitting. Okay, so that is goal 3 completed. A little bit of talking. And now goal 4, draft for 5,468 yards. Lead a draft for 10 seconds and finish first. Ooh. Okay. Hopefully I'm starting in 5th. No, I'm starting in 10th. They're a bit mean, aren't they? Let's look how close they all are. So they open to 5th before the end of this lap. My view is early on, get as far up the field as you can, and then once I'm in 2nd, hopefully I've still got a lap and a bit to go and start drafting. Thinking about drafting at the moment. There we go, that's 4. see third and second ahead. So that is into second, so I just need to catch Max and draft Max. We all know how hard that will be. It's always hard to draft round the corner. There you go. There you go. Said win, let's make sure. Go. There we go, that is goal 4 completed, I believe, and therefore stage 2 completed. $25,300 earned. That's a little bit more like the sort of dollars I was expecting to earn. Why I did think I wouldn't do it in one sit, but we'll find out. 2 stages completed, more rewards, 15 gold this time, $20,000. Job done. More talking. Okay, so stage 3 is called the qualification. Again, 4 goals. Okay, what have we got to do? This time, maintain an average speed of 142 miles per hour without damage. Ooh. Without any damage. So in other words, I can go off track. I just can't hit anything. I never understand why they do racing cars like that of light in the dark when you haven't got a lit track. And obviously they don't do that in real life, it's just in this game. You know, the real bit? I think not. Don't hit anything. Now, am I too far behind already? 142. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I'll be alright. Oh dear. Maybe not. Oh. Do this. And I've got a car fully upgraded, so obviously you do need to be on your game with that, and I wasn't. But enough to complete that goal. But it was close. 16,850. Service the car. I think that's the first time I've had to service the car. Surely not. Service the car. It's free and it's instant. Goal 1 completed. So goal 2, the fastest lap on this track last year was 107. I want you to beat that. Finish the lap under 105 without going off track. Here we go. See what we can do. So much time though down this straight. Fortunately, apparently that part of the track isn't off. And bumps are allowed. That's a shame. Let's try that again. Guess you just know. Now I've got to be careful. Okay, so with a fully upgraded car, I did a 103. So I tell you what, if you're looking to do this with minimum upgrades, that one's going to be hard. That one's going to be hard. So there we go. We've hit over 100,000 $1 earned for today. We are literally halfway through the event. So, goal 3. Finish at least 15th without damage or going off track despite the broken steering. Oh, you're having a laugh. The steering's already broken. Pushing to the left at the moment. I mean, they only need to finish 15, which is just as well. The hardest bit is going to be accidentally going off track, I think. Oh, oh my word. So it pulls left and then it pulls right. I think you want to be going as slow as possible once you're in 15. You've got a little bit more reaction time. There we go, into 15. Tough challenge this one. Alright, that's alright, that's not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. $200 earned, fantastic. Just what I wanted. Oh, so apparently I have hit 400 subscribers here on YouTube. So yeah, celebration. Celebration. Woohoo! Let's celebrate by earning some gold. Okay, so that is goal 3 completed. Right, set the fastest lap. Alright. Doesn't say anything about damage, says nothing about going off track. We'll do our best to keep it clean. For some reason, Verstappen's behind me. Whoopsie-daisy. Having a good lap. Means I've got to really turn it up, I think, in lap 2. That was a terrible lap. You consider I did a 103. That's a 106. gets involved and the car turns to pot. Right, I've got to do a 103 to stand any chance. There you go. 102 in the end. Woo! Still learning 0 driving assist, but we're getting there. Obviously made easier by having a fully upgraded car. Right, how we're looking? We are looking okay. More set of rewards. 20 gold this time. 30,000 dollars. I'm just going to take a short break. Be back in 30 seconds. And I'm back. Boom. Right. So stage 4, the sprint challenge. Gain 4 goals for stage 4. Warm up your tyres to 100% and finish in 5th position without being overtaken or going off track. Finishing 5th. I am 5th. Tyres are taking a bit to warm up. Should hit 100% though by the end of the lap 2, so that should be alright. Goal 1 completed. You never know, I might get this done in one session. Okay, so goal 2. Finish the lap in 1:04 to reach the pole position. All right, we're still qualifying. Didn't know that. There you go, 101. Blimey. Woo. Let's keep this up. Goal 2 completed. Right, goal 3. Finish the race in 5th position in the sprint race and hit 190 miles per hour 6 times by the end of the 24th lap. How many laps? Okay, now I'm confused. Okay, so it's the last 3 laps, and for whatever reason, I'm in last place after 21 laps, but I'm going to get to 5th. Okay. Wrong angle. And again. Ooh. I don't think I need to worry about going under 90 miles per hour. If they got 4 on the clock, I won't even pay attention. I'm only up to 14. 2 laps to go after this. That being said, they're coming up thick and fast now. 7-6 ahead. There we go. That's fifth. Finished the race in 5th position. End of. You want to do that. I mean, the thing about finishing 5th is it means you don't score a shed load of M dollars, even though it was 3 laps. There you go. 16,500 compared to what you would probably have got about 25,000 if you'd have come first. So I've still got the best part of $90,000 to earn. Right, goal 4. We have to change the front wing, and that may cost you 5 positions, but I still believe in you. Finish in first place within 2 minutes and 25 seconds without any damage to the car. Is that possible? Yeah, I can do that. The damage bit might be a bit odd. There's a clock counting. Yeah, I think we're all up. There we go. That is stage 4 completed. 1 lap left. Sorry, one lap less than the previous go, but because I finished first, I earned as much. There we go, 25 gold, 50,000 M dollars. $1,271 gold. That's quite nice. Oh, and look at that. Stage 5 has 5 goals. 73,000 M dollars to earn. Let's see how we get on. Right, let's do it. We need a pole position from you now. What, we're still doing pole position? Without damage or going off track. Well, that's not now. Going off track is something I'm not very good at, so I do need to be careful here. I've probably got a few seconds in my bag, so I can slow down just to make absolutely certain. And almost as if to prove my point, I go off track. Doing a 108 to 107. I'm a little bit slower than what I've been in the past though, so still managed to get a good first, so I've got quite a bit of leeway. Just got to keep it clean. Okay, not the fastest, but good enough. A lot of traffic slowing me down a little bit. That's fine. 193,650 dollars earned so far today. Eunice says hi. Hi. Welcome along. Thanks for watching. Thanks for saying hello in the chat. Right, more talking. So goal 2, maintain an average speed of 138 miles per hour. That should be achievable while your tyres are being warmed up without being overtaken. 3 laps. It's going to be this start for loser. That's the example. Still sliding. Oh, come on. The tyres aren't about that bad now. Oh, God. I'm not going to get 100%. I just says being warmed up and say about 100%. Hopefully we'll be alright then. Problem. Maybe that's why it's only 138, because you have to get it up to 100%. That is no, you don't need to get your tyres up to 100%, you just need to get them under control. There we go. $25,300 here. I'm just going to fall short, I think, of completing this event. So it will indeed be back tomorrow. But we should be able to make sure the car's fully serviced, ready for tomorrow, so it won't cost us anything. Okay, right, so goal 3, place at least in 6th position by the end of the 50th lap without any damage. Placing at least 6. So in other words, place 6. Get to 6. Okay, that's achievable. 4 cars. No damage. Okay, I see 8 and 7 ahead. And 6. There we go. Only $9,700 earned there. 228,000. 22,000 left to earn. We can at least do the next goal. Okay, so goal 4. Now let's set some speed records. Hit a top speed of 206 miles per hour 3 times without damage and finish first. So is this 3 laps? Okay, 206. Laps to go, 3 cars to overtake. That's all I need to worry about. But then again, it might not be. We're driving like that. that has cost me some significant time. That being said, you can see third and second just a little bit further along, so you never know, and first. But not with driving like that. Get Perez before the start of the last lap and outside tracks, but I'm doing my best to mess things up. Although it looks like back markers may help me out here. Right, there we go. That is goal 4 completed. We have, however, as I said I probably would, hit the M dollar cap. So the final race won't earn me any M dollars. So there's no point in doing it. It can wait until tomorrow. But let's just have a look at what the final goal is. Win the Grand Prix without applying brakes and going off track for more than 5 seconds. Well, excuse me, let me just... I'm not going to do it. Let's have a look at this. Win the Grand Prix without applying brakes. I am in first. Is that possible? Let's see how we get on. And going off track for more than 5 seconds. Do a lap and do 3 laps. So let's just have a look. Let's call this back. Okay, so this is doable. Yeah. All right, so that'll be tomorrow's race. So this is sometimes the problem with M dollars motorsports having a cap earning. You do hit it. And my view is always don't waste effort in not earning M dollars where you can just come back tomorrow and earn M dollars. And I'll be able to have a couple of tries to get that right. So yeah, we'll end that event there. So in tomorrow's stream will be completing the Interlagos Interlude. So one final piece of gold to be earned. And in addition, we'll be starting the next event, which will be part one of the Chevrolet Corvette C67.R Limited Series. Now, again, I do own the car, so it's just a case of going through it and earning some gold. Thank you very much. Always happy to do that. Okay, there we go. So that's racing for today. So Eunice has put, sorry, I haven't been paying attention closely to the chat. I got completely lost in the racing there. It says, I'm new here and you're racing really amazing. Well, thank you. It's taken quite a lot of practice and I'm still got a long way to go. And sometimes I'm all over the place. But it's like anything in life. It just takes a bit of effort and repeat, practice, practice, practice. Yeah, so there we go. So just over 2 hours into the stream. This will be back tomorrow, similar sort of time, along with the limited series. So I quite enjoyed that up to that point. It was good fun. I did enjoy the event. It is a little bit on the easy side, although to be fair, what makes it easy for me is that A, I already own the car, and B, I've got it fully upgraded. But it's still good fun. Obviously the Interlagos track is great track, great to race around. But because it's not in the game that often, it always takes a bit of time to get your head around where the braking zones are. But I think you saw there from stage 1 all the way up to stage 5, natural improvement of remembering where to brake and where not to brake. Probably I was braking in areas I didn't need to be fair. But and I know there are a couple of sections where you can go off track. I don't like doing that sort of stuff. Sometimes I do it, but I didn't think there was a need to today. Okay, right. Let's boom. Yeah, so thank you everyone that has subscribed to the channel. We have now hit 400 subscribers. In fact, we're just on 401. So that's a pretty awesome result. Thank you to all of you out there that have subscribed and watch regularly. It's very much appreciated. Yeah, if you like the video, please give it a like. I will be back tomorrow. As I said, it will be to complete the Interlagos interlude. There'll only be one race to do, but again, a significant amount of gold to be earned, and then we'll be straight on to the limited series. So, whatever is left of your day, hope it's a very good one, and I hope to see you all tomorrow. But until then, thank you very much, and goodbye.